Hey there YouTube, so we are going to be doing a tutorial today on 3 basic vaults that you can do. So these are going to be very plain sort of vaults and they're not going to be anything intense yet, so there'll be things that you'll be able to modify and change depending on your environment, or if you want to make it look stylish, we will maybe do a tutorial on that later. Give us your comments on that. But first, before we dive into that, I just want to show you here I have set up a very nice vaulting station. I made this with this part over here is just a steel table type thing, which I found in the garden somewhere. And then over here we have a piece of wood which goes over that, and then some foam which I plopped on top. This is just nice for safety if you are wanting to not get so hurt. But yeah, that said, you don't even need to use this steel piece. You could take a piece of, like a wooden bench or something, and use that. All that said, we are now going to somehow teleport magically to the park. That is where we will meet up with Viral and Brawler, and somehow I'm going to magically do that, and at the same time my clothes are going to change. Okay, so the first vault that we're going to do is a safety vault. The safety vault is probably the safest vault, hence the name. But first thing that we're going to do is, okay, I'm messing this up already. The first shot, I always mess up the first shot. First thing that you're going to want to do is find out which way you turn. So first, turn left, turn right. Decide which way it is that you're going to go. I personally prefer turning left, so if I'm going to turn left, then I'm going to put my left hand on. If I'm turning right, I'm putting my right hand on. So that's what you do first. Left hand, okay? Once you put your left hand on, you're going to put your right foot on. So you're doing opposites. So for now, just practice that. Left hand, right foot. If you can find a small enough sort of bench or something that you can do it on, you can practice going higher. The ideal height is around waist height, where your belly button is, but don't let that taunt you, because it's better to learn something higher and then work your way up than it is to learn something really low and be scared to go higher. Left hand, right foot. Once you've got that down, you are going to take your other leg that's still on the ground. It's still on the ground, don't lift it yet. You're going to lift that and you're going to step on and stand up. Then hop off. That's it. Alright, so right after that, the next thing that you're going to do, put your hand on, right foot on. If you're going to the left, if you're going to the right, you put your right hand on, left foot on. Once you've got that part down, you can start taking this foot and putting it as far through as you can. If you can't make it all the way at first, that's fine, because you can always take it and take it from there and then go further and further with it. So for example, left hand, right foot, and I can't get it, I just get it to the edge. Then I will go left hand, right foot, and I'll practice that over and over so I can get my foot further and further to the edge. In the end, your vault's gonna look like this. Cool. Next vault. So the next vault up from the safety vault would be the thief vault. The thief vault is slightly more difficult, which is why I recommend learning the movement for the safety vault before you learn a thief vault, as it will make it a lot easier to learn and you will learn it much quicker. Okay, so first thing you're going to want to do is, again, I'm going to keep going left, but if you prefer it the other way, then then you can also try it that way. It's not that difficult to switch directions. So I'm going to put my left hand on, and normally with the safety vault, you put your right foot on. But we're not going to do that this time. This time we're going to swing our right leg over the top, so that it's going to end up looking a little bit like this. That's pretty much it.
David, if it comes
I'm going to do that one more time. Left hand, swing over. Again, find something that you could do it on that's a little bit easier. Maybe not necessarily this. If you are going to do it on a bench, I recommend starting on the side that comes upwards like this, rather than going from the other side. Then you put your hand here. You'd have to lean over a little bit more, but it would be less daunting. That's a thief. So, the last of these beginner vaults that we are going to be doing is the lazy vault. The lazy vault looks the way that the name sounds, but it is very smooth once you've gotten it, and it's quite a nice vault if you're just wanting to get over something in a relaxed sort of manner. The first thing that you're going to have to do is you're going to have to put your hand on. So I prefer to do a lazy the other way, interestingly enough. So I'm going to put my right hand onto this post, this fence, and I'm going to take my right leg. It's pretty much the opposite of a thief, because with the thief you took your opposite leg and swung it around so that you went over. This time you're going to take your inside leg and you're going to swing it up and over. Right hand, right leg. First thing that you're going to do is you're just going to take your right hand and your right leg and you're going to put it over and sit. Then you're going to reset. Put your right hand there. Take your right hand over and then sit at that angle. Do that and do that until you are comfortable with going over all the way, and get in between steps for that. In the end, your result, you want to go over and sit down. You will get to a point where you will be able to go over the entire object.